Welcome to the Lit Workshop.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Lit Workshop. My name is Miss B, and today we will be going over a very important skill in reading, which is explaining theme development. As readers, you will read different stories that the author has crafted to show you an important theme. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what is theme? Well, a theme is a message or life lesson that a writer wants to convey or show through their text. As readers, it is important that you are able to explain the development of the theme in a story. But I'm sure you're wondering what we mean by explaining the development of a theme. Well, let's think about artists and the paintings that they create. Think about what artists include in their paintings to make the whole piece come together. Think about the objects, the colors, and shapes that they use to help viewers see what is going on in their picture. These elements come together to show the final product or message. The same approach is done with the writer and their story. When a writer is creating a story, they include elements such as characters, setting, problems, solutions, and other plot events that interact. These interactions help develop or create a lesson or theme. Let's take a look at a story that develops the following theme. During adventures, such as ones in a wilderness or in life, there will be barriers. If you continue to push forward to reach your goal, despite the barriers, you will reach it. I want us to focus on that theme. Now, in the story, we find our character, David. He is hiking through the wilderness and now making his way up a mountain. The mountain is a part of a grand wilderness setting. This setting has various wildlife. The environment is setting up different challenges for David. It's harder for him to climb the mountain because of its unevenness. Another thing is, as David is hiking in the wilderness, he encounters vicious animals along the way. And he has to deal with not only maybe just a wolf, but also he finds out that he has to fight a bear along the way. Despite the various problems David faced in his hike, he made it to the top of the mountain. So we see that David, during his adventure in the wilderness, pushed forward to reach his goal despite the barriers he faced. That is a great lesson that everyone should be able to take and apply to their own lives. When we read stories and prepare to explain the theme of those stories, like the one of David, we have to first ask ourselves, on what topic do we notice that the story is addressing? In our current story, we notice that the topic is an adventure. Next, we ask ourselves, what do we learn about this topic from the character and how they interact with other elements of the story? Again, we notice that David, the character, faced different problems in the wilderness, but he was still able to reach the top of the mountain without giving up. See? There goes our theme. Despite different challenges, if you keep pushing, you'll reach your goal. Now that you have clearly arrived at the theme, recount its development. To do so, you have to look closely at the story elements. Find where and how the theme is introduced in the text. To do so, look closely at the dialogue that is being said by the characters. Look closely at the description that is provided about the different events the characters are going through, different changes that the characters are going through. Look at the setting. See what kind of events the setting causes that also teaches us the theme. Another thing to look closely at is the specific details that support or illustrate the theme in the text. You can look at the characters' actions, their words, their feelings, and thoughts. You can learn a lot from those elements of the character. You can also, again, look at those setting details and plot events. once you take a close look at those elements and think about the lesson that those elements are working together to teach you, you can explain how the details you found relate to the theme and what they reveal about it. So think about the description of David's action, such as continuing with his journey although he faced natural barriers such as animals. Think about how those actions, those events, that character, that setting helps show the importance of pushing on and reaching your goal no matter what. So as we come to a close, I want you to remember this. The theme is a message that a writer wants to convey through their work. Readers learn lessons from the interactions of elements, such as the character, setting, and plot. When it's time to explain the development of the theme, we have to communicate how the elements show the theme. And one of the biggest things that we can do as we're communicating how those elements show the theme is to reference the evidence in the text that reveal those elements showing the theme. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks for watching. For more resources, visit thelitworkshop.store.